Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. The bangs are back. This look is back. I'm recreating it for you guys because I honestly could not remember what I even used for that look in my Cover FX review video. For my foundation review videos, I don't like to waste time doing the makeup since I do a wear test and I keep the makeup really simple, but this look really did just stand out to me and you guys loved it. So I'm here to recreate it for you guys. And I'm also going to be going over how I got these bangs, which that didn't go as planned. But good news for you, if you hate the bangs, they were clip-ins. Also, you're in luck if you did love the bangs and you want to try the look yourselves. They're clip-ins, so you can get the look too. I'm going to be going over the makeup. Bangs are optional. If you're interested, keep on watching. Start with a little bit of the Urban Decay Rebound Spray. Collagen infused. Can't say no to that. I'm going to be using the same foundation that I had on with this original look. I'm using the Cover FX Power Play, but I'm going to mix in the Urban Decay Drop Shot. This is a mix-in oil. I used it in my first impressions video and I feel like I didn't really reflect on it too much, and I actually really like this oil in comparison to a lot of other facial oils that have come out that are meant to be mixed in with your foundation. This one just feels a little more cushiony, a little thicker, a little creamier. I'm gonna go ahead and mix 2 drops of the oil into the foundation. If you guys remember from the review video of this foundation, I mentioned that it was a little hard to apply and work with, but I tried it the other day with this oil and it went on like a dream. So what I'm gonna do is mix these two together with a paddle brush like that. This also shears out the foundation a bit, but what I like to do is just apply it onto the skin with the paddle brush and then blend it out with my beauty blender. And then whatever is left over on the sponge, I'm also gonna just lightly sweep that onto the lids and use this foundation as my base for eyeshadow because the eye look is going to be super simple. I'm going to correct my under eyes just a little bit with the Tant Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage, like always, from Lancome, just on the inner corner part of the eye. And then for my concealer to highlight down the center of the face, I'm using the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I really love this stuff since my first impressions. It's so good. I'm going to be using the No. 7 Translucent Powder. This is Perfect Light Loose Powder. I thought it had a different name or like a shade. It's just translucent. It looks like this. It's very comparable to the Laura Mercier powder. Just wanted to give you guys an affordable option. And I'm going to use my hourglass brush to just work it into the skin, and then a sponge to blend it into my, or to push it into my under eye area that tends to crease up a lot. Okay, and then for the under eye, before I set with powder, I'm going to just pick it up. I'm just going to pick up the excess creasing, pick up the powder, and just press it into that under eye area. By the way, if I didn't mention it already, I do have my Invisalign in again for this video. You notice my teeth look extra shiny. Okay, bronzer is going to be your best friend when it comes to a really simple look because I use it for everything: contouring, bronzing, blush, eyeshadow in the crease. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Tan-Tastic. Now that it's back, I'm so excited I can use it in my tutorials again. I'm going to use this to first warm up the skin, and then I'm going to show you guys what else I'm going to do with it. You guys don't know how happy I am that this bronzer is back. It was my absolute favorite, but because it was limited edition, I stopped using it, but it is back in rose gold. It's got these like little like rose gold embellishments. It's just, I love this bronzer so much. Just lightly sweeping it on. I'm using my Smashbox buildable cheek brush. And this bronzer is seriously the perfect color. They need to make this permanent. If this is limited edition, again, I'm gonna be really mad, Marc Jacobs. Please make it permanent. I promise you people will buy it. It's such a giant bronzer too. With a smaller brush, this is a Smith 230. I'm gonna apply this bronzer to the sides of the nose to contour with. It's the perfect color. And then I'm gonna take a slightly bigger brush, same brand, same style, just a little bit bigger, a little fluffier. This is the Smith 232. I'm just gonna go ahead and start in this corner and work it into the crease. So when it comes to a winged liner, I don't like to overuse it. I love to play with a lot of different shadows and color and not use a liner because I feel like the liner ends up taking up most of the space on my eye. Like, I don't have a lot of actual lid space. I have a lot of crease to brow space. So when I add a liner, I feel like it takes away from the eyeshadow. And I just feel like when I think of a black winged liner, I think of like a really classic look, really simple eye. The liner is definitely the standout point, and then like a bold lip, like a red, or even something really soft like bridal. That's what I think of when I think of a winged liner. I personally am not a fan of doing a really dramatic, colorful smoky eye and then just throwing on a wing. I just feel like it doesn't go. I like the more like editorial kind of eye. or kind of smoky eye. And that's why you guys don't really see me doing a lot of winged liner looks, because they would all look the same. They would all be this look that I'm doing today, or like different variations of it, because that's what I think of when I think of winged liner. At least for me, that's my style when it comes to winged liner. If you love a winged liner and you like to toss it on with every single look, you go for it. That is your style, that is what you love. It's just not what I personally love. So yeah, that's why I don't do winged liner looks a lot, because they're all exactly the same, and then I would get the comment that I do the same look in every video. I'm gonna jump back to that smaller brush and also apply this bronzer to the lower lash line. And when I originally did this look, I did feel like afterwards it needed a little more color so it didn't look so plain Jane. So I went in with Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette, and all I used is this color up here that translates a little more peachy on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that into the crease with that same 232 brush. Always start on the outer corner and then slowly start to blend it up. And then again, switching over to the smaller brush to apply it to the lower lash line. Before I go on any longer without my brows on, I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in with the Dior Brow Styler in Universal Brown. I always start with the top. I brush the hairs down. I like to create the arch of the brow first and then just lightly fill in the bottom. So I start with up here. And then once that's done, I brush it back up and just fill in the bottom a bit. Now for my liner, I'm gonna be using this L'Oreal Voluminous Liner Noir. I usually go for Trooper by Kat Von D. That's my favorite liquid liner. I love these kind of pen liners versus the gel liners that come in a pot. I think those are a lot harder to work with. These to me are super easy to use and you just can't go wrong with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one to create my little wing. And I'm not gonna do such a dramatic wing. I'm gonna keep it kind of like short and sweet, kind of stopping it. I don't know, like more like a, I just like imagine like an Audrey Hepburn kind of wing. I don't know. It's just like more like cute, not like too intense. I actually like to start from the inner part of the eye right here. And then from there, what I do is I literally just glide it across the entire eye. Stop right about there. This liner is a little harder to work with than Kat Von D. I just feel like the Kat Von D one always goes on so smooth. This one's more of like that felt tip applicator. Kat Von D is kind of like a little brush. But I think this looks pretty good. It's a little longer than I wanted, but yeah, that's how I do a wing liner. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera because doing this on camera has been proven to be extremely difficult. That was difficult. I'm a little rusty with the wing liner. All I'm gonna do now is tight line. It's always really important to tight line when wearing a winged liner. It just makes it look a lot more complete. It fills in that blank space. So I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs Highliner to just tight line under here. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of mascara before going in with the false lashes. I'm gonna be using the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. Just a light layer so that they blend in with the false lashes. And I know a ton of you guys have been asking me what lashes I was wearing in that video. All I know is that it was one of the lashes from this Short and Sweet collection from Velour. I'm gonna read the names off of all of these because the one that's missing is the one that I was wearing. I threw away the box, I threw away the lashes, so I don't know what they are anymore, but the ones I still have remaining are For Real Though, Just a Hint, Short and Sweet, and Would I Lie. So if you go on Sephora.com or look on their website, whichever one is missing from the collection is the one that I was wearing. I'm gonna use this pair called Just a Hint. I love these lashes because I love a really natural lash. You guys have probably noticed I don't use false lashes anymore. They just really irritate my eyes, especially ever since getting this tergium on my eye. It feels like a lot. This alone feels like sandpaper in my eyes sometimes, so to have that plus the false lashes can be really irritating, so I just like mascara. But whenever I do a winged liner, my lashes don't show up, even if they are really long, the liner takes up all the space. So I like to pop on some falsies to add a little bit more drama. So these guys, you don't have to trim or anything. This is what they look like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop them on. Wow, that has to be the worst eyelash application. The glue is literally all over the liner, but it's okay. Again, because it's black, it's just gonna blend in, but like, wow. Talk about being rusty. I'm gonna do more of a matte or not so shimmery inner corner highlight. I'm gonna use this one. It's more of like a satin finish. I'm just gonna pop that into the inner corners of the eyes. Just to add a little something something, but not have it be too glittery or shimmery. Now to finish the rest of the face, it's going to be super easy. I'm going to be using this new NARS Orgasm Loose Illuminator. It is so beautiful as like a little cheek topper or as a base before blush. Let me swatch it for you guys. Looks like that. I think this is even more beautiful than Orgasm Blush. I love Orgasm Blush, which I might actually also use for this look. But we're going to use this as like a base for the blush. So I'm just going to go ahead and swipe it onto the apples of the cheeks and then sweep it back. It adds the most beautiful little bit of shine right down the apples. Very Chrissy Teigen-like. I feel like she always has the most subtle but beautiful pop of highlight on the apples of the cheeks right here. And I'm actually going to stick with a matte blush since the Orgasm Illuminator added that shine on the cheeks. I'm going to be using this Honey Thief blush by Melt Cosmetics. Matches so perfectly with the shirt and the eyes. I'm just going to pop that onto the cheeks again and sweep it back. And then for a highlight, I'm going to be using Maybelline's Master Chrome in the shade Molten Gold. I'm going to apply it with a really tiny brush because I want this look to appear a little more matte but still have a bit of a glow to it. So I'm going to use another Smith 232, a clean one. And I'm going to work this highlight right here on the very tops of the cheeks. And a little bit above the brow. We're going to keep the brow bone matte for this look though. And then the bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow and chin. And then to make it look really blended, I'm going to take that large powder brush one more time and buff it all out. And I usually like to mist myself before adding mascara to my lower lashes, but I forgot this time. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray to set everything in place. And then we'll move on to the faux bangs. You know what time it is. Now that the Invisalign is out, time to do the lip. I almost forgot about this step. The lip I originally had on was this Burt's Bees liquid lipstick in 802 Niagra Nude. These are a glossy liquid lipstick, not a matte one. Just in case you guys, when I hear liquid lipstick, I automatically assume it's going to be matte, but this one is not. So with this look, you could honestly do whatever lip it is that you want. I'm going to probably switch it out for a red lip because I'm going to film another video after this just to switch up the look. But this is a very neutral makeup that whatever lip color it is that you desire that you want to wear, go for it because it will most likely match this look. I'm going to go ahead and apply this guy. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, this guy right here, the faux bangs. These are from the hair shop. I'll look on their website and link the exact one because they do have a variety of styles. This one has more of that 90s, I want to say it's like a 90s vibe with the longer pieces on the sides. So it's got the bangs right here and then it has the longer edges on the side. It also has extra hair back here so that you can tie it into a ponytail and make it look really natural and really blend it in. The reason I love this piece and the reason I've been wearing these faux bangs a lot is because the one part of my hair that makes my hair look undone are my baby hairs, and this covers it up. So all you have in here are 3 clips, and what you do is you literally just clip it to the front of your hair right here. Like that, and then you clip in the sides, blend them out to the sides. It's a very Zoe de Chanel bang, you know what I'm saying? Like that 90s vibe with the longer pieces. This is the part that goes into the bun. So I'm actually gonna take, or just undo this really, really quick. And you can be so messy with your hair and it just makes your hair look done up, even if you didn't even put any effort into it. And then I'm gonna do a really messy bun. I'll fix it for the intro. I'm even using a scrunchie. We're just gonna tie it up like this, you guys can see. And boom, just like that, it looks like you took 100 hours to do your hair, but it only took 5 seconds. Honestly, the rest of the hair is kind of a mess. I didn't really try and perfect it too much, but the bangs kind of disguise all of that. I love these bangs. They're so easy. Again, I'll link them down below for you guys. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.